Traffickers see large sports events as the chance to attract potential customers who fuel the shadowy industry. Atlanta will host several games when the tournament rolls into town next weekend. Fox 5's Eric Mock caught up with the group behind the campaign to help victims of exploitation.
It's madness to think sex buying is just a victimless crime. Messages like this are obviously meant to coincide with the NCAA March Madness tournament. The South Regional game is going to be playing at State Farm Arena, less than a mile away from here. And that's why this group has targeted Atlanta and the 6 other cities hosting this tournament. When Juan Reeder saw one of these messages flash on this billboard near the corner of Marietta Street and Ivan Allen Jr. Boulevard, he wasn't aware of the relationship between major sporting events like March Madness and sex trafficking.
I did not know that. I've heard the rhetoric and the talk about how sex trafficking is an epidemic, a problem now, but I did not realize that sporting events like that's a big sporting event too, would bring so much more.
But anti-sex trafficking activist Yasmin Vafa believes the correlation is there.
Anytime there are large numbers of individuals that flock to one city, we know that sex traffickers will seek to take advantage of the potential for increased demand for commercial sex.
Vafa is the executive director of Rights for Girls, the group behind the billboards.
It's a national human rights organization that works to defend the rights of marginalized young women and girls throughout the United States.
She said often enforcement and campaigns focus on the traffickers, but she says this campaign is focused on the buyers.
Without these buyers creating the demand, there would be no business. There would be no traffickers marketing and exploiting these individuals.
The messages include, it's madness to think sex buying isn't a violation, and it's madness to think sex buyers are just shy guys who can't get a date. Vafa says even if sex buyers aren't trying to exploit minors, they may do so without knowing.
It's very difficult sometimes for buyers to discern whether the people they're soliciting are consenting or not, are of age or of not.
And she says buyers in many cases are supporting traffickers who severely abuse the women and girls they're offering.
With the survivors we work with, we know that it can have a devastating and lifelong consequence, both physically and psychologically.
The message resonates with Reeder, who has a daughter.
Sex trafficking is foul, and it is.
He hopes many people coming here for the tournament will look up and see it. And the messages are going to run throughout the tournament. Now, if you need help or if you know someone who's being sex trafficked, you can call the National Human Trafficking Hotline at 1-888-373-7888. Reporting in Atlanta, Eric Mock, Fox 5 News.